Welcome to Healing Body, Mind, and Soul, empowering self-care, self-healing, and self-mastery for a better world. Here's your host, Ariel Asher.
Hello, everyone. Thanks for dropping in. Today, you have reached the Healing Body, Mind, and Soul podcast network, and I am your host, Ariel Asher. I am delighted today to present my expert speaker panel. We have an unusual opportunity being under quarantine at the moment. So we put together the Self-Care Under Quarantine virtual speaker series. Now, these are not just any speakers. These speakers are all experts in the field of holistic medicine. They are expert coaches and empowered leaders in their communities. They are all the co-authors of our forthcoming book, Empowered Self-Care, Healing Body, Mind, and Soul for a Better World. I am so excited to have them on the panel with me today, and I know that all of our listeners are going to want to lean in. Each speaker is going to take about 10 minutes and give you their take on self-care under quarantine. Some of them may be sharing their 10-minute talk, educational talk, or maybe even a couple exercises. But there are amazing tips to be had. So get yourself settled, grab a nice glass of iced tea, and relax as we present Self-Care Under Quarantine. My first speaker today up on my agenda is the amazing Sue Wilhite. Sue, thank you so much for coming on.
Hi, thank you, Ariel. Oh boy. I'm so pleased to be here, and I'm thrilled to share one of the best techniques that I have ever learned for taking care of yourself, whether it's under quarantine or any other high stress, high emotional sort of situation that you might be in. Because let's face it, quarantine is stressful, and we've had major stresses in our lives up until now, right? So, what I want to let you know is that you are an electric being. Yes, this is real. This is not some woo-woo thing. It's actually very cool that science has caught up to metaphysics. And just so you get a taste of it, just know that every thought that you have, every move that you make, everything that you do, think, feel is all run by the electrical generators within your body. You are just this amazing electrical field, and electricity runs you. Now, this does not mean go stick your finger in an electric socket, because that would be bad. Don't do that. That overloads your system. You're supposed to be running in a particular range of volts and amps. Don't exceed that. However, most people are way below what they need to run efficiently and well. It's like having a battery that isn't charged enough. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you how to literally recharge your battery. Now, I read a lot of books. I like to read historical fiction. I've been reading historical fiction from way back. And one of the things that started happening around the turn of the century is we got these strange things called automobiles. And automobiles had, or still have, but in the early days of automobiles, automobiles had radiators and batteries. And radiators and batteries both needed to have water added to them in order to work correctly. So, water, get water. This is my lovely copper water bottle. Copper is a great conductor of electricity. It's also a great healing metal. I have heard that it has a tendency to kill bacteria and viruses within 30 minutes. So a very nice surface to have as a water bottle. But get hydrated, be hydrated. Drink 8 to 12 8-ounce glasses of water per day, because electricity will flow better in your body. So just having enough water will lower your stress level. It's amazing, because some of the stress you're feeling in quarantine is probably because you're not hydrated. Now, there are some things that take water away. Sadly, I hate to tell you this, for all of these people who are doing these 5 o'clock wine Zoom meetings, alcohol is not necessarily the greatest hydrator. Weirdly, caffeine is, so you can keep the coffee, you can keep the tea. Yes, you can have your iced tea, but pretty much liquid in general. Carbonated liquid, not so much. That does tend to reduce the amount of absorption that you can have. But liquid in general, you can have, and have enough of it so that your body is hydrated and it keeps your electricity flowing. The other really good thing that it does for you is it makes your skin a whole lot better. So that helps, because your skin reacts from the inside out. So here's the other thing that you can do to recharge your battery. Now, there are 3 spaces within your body, 3 organs within your body that really generate most of the electricity. And it's your brain, your heart, and your gut. Those things all put out a lot of activity and a lot of electricity. And the way to support them is by charging your whole body battery. Now, you have, at the top of your head, you have, just like a regular battery, you have a positive pole. And at the bottom of your feet, you have a negative pole, just like in your regular AA, AAA, C, D batteries. You've got the positive pole and the negative pole. So what you want to do is you want to imagine during the day that your positive pole is reaching out to the sun and connecting to the sun as part of its charge. Then you imagine that the negative pole, the one that's at the bottom of your feet, is connecting to the earth. And that's the other part of your charging. And you want to imagine that the sun and the earth are recharging your battery. So just do a little meditation here for a moment. So just close your eyes, relax, imagine that the sun is beaming down on you. It doesn't matter what the weather is in your neck of the woods. The sun's light never goes away. And it's beaming down, and it's connecting to the top of your head. And this beam is just going in there, and it's passing through your body, and it's charging all of the organs and energy systems in your body. And then as it gets to your feet, that current goes down into the earth, and the current, the electric body that is the earth, that has its own electrical system, grounds that charge that you're getting from the sun. and allows the current to pass from the top of your body to the bottom of your feet and back up, and it charges all the cells, all the capillaries, the whole bloodstream, all of that. And all of your electrical systems, your brain, your heart, and your gut get recharged, and you're able to think more clearly, be able to feel more clearly, and be able to digest the nutrition that you're taking into your body to be supported. You want to do that every day. It takes 2 minutes to do. You can do it at the beginning of the day, the end of the day. You could do it 3 times a day. It really doesn't matter, as long as you take at least 2 minutes every day. Connect the sun to your positive pole, connect the earth to ground to your negative pole, and have your electric body be charged.
Thank you so much, Sue. Wonderful. It's a pleasure to have you. Can you tell our audience how they can reach out to you if they would like to get more of your juicy energy?
Yes, absolutely. Well, one of the ways, I have this lovely, I'm not sure if you can see it. Let's see. Yeah, there I go. I can point to it there in my background. I have a QR code. You can use your phone and photograph it. If it's on your phone, I believe you can tap it, and you can get to my website, which is sweetsoundofsuccess.com. And you can get in contact with me there. You can see all the wonderful biofield tuning that I do and the coaching that I do.
Super fantastic. Now, Sue, we've talked about it in an interview before. You and I are both QR code fans. I love this tech. I love it, and I love that you've worked it into your presentation. Thank you so much for being on the panel with us today. I really appreciate you being here. Okay, next on the hit parade. Don't go away because we have more. Next on the list, I have Raina Lombard. Raina, so wonderful to be here with you today. You have 10 minutes to share with our listeners your take on self-care under quarantine.
Wonderful. Thank you, Ariel. There we go. Hi, everyone. And I want to thank you, Ariel, for your positive leadership and guidance to support so many of us to not only lean in, but also to step up, to share our gifts and talents toward healing humanity and the planet at this time. It's an unprecedented time in herstory, also known as history. And I also want to shout out to everyone to have a happy Earth Day, because the Earth is evolving along with each and every person who's choosing to be a mindful and conscious creator. So that's really exciting. So self-care covers many facets of our lives, caring for our minds, our bodies, our spirit, our emotions, our finances, our careers, our relationships, our overall health and well-being. And having been a marriage and family therapist and healer, sound healing, and energy healing person for years and years and years, this is a really close to my heart topic. So recently, with our stay at home and other restrictions that are now a shared experience, we've been shaken at our very, very core of existence, more so than I think just about any other time in my lifetime. And I've been here almost 70 years on the planet. And this is manifested in heightened anxiety and depression, and stress beyond our normal everyday realities. So that means we have to step up our self-care practices even more, because the world, and your world, I'm guessing, has totally changed in some really major ways. So this includes our routine work life, how we support our families, how we connect with other people, how we take care of our health, and actually having the freedom that we take for granted has changed in everyone's lives up to some degree or another. And to me, feeling joyful and have the freedom to be with who I want and do what I want and swim with the dolphins or commune with whales, or however, I'm spending my time connecting with my spiritual guidance, which is always, to me, the way I operate in my life, to this higher vibration that I want to have experiencing going on all the time. So now things have totally changed. As you know, you may be going to the gym and connecting with family and friends on Zoom, and these classes on Zoom and presentations. So it's really forced us to become more resourceful than ever before. Going to the movies is now streaming and watching movies at home, and cooking at home. It opens up opportunities for, learning cooking skills and other things, doing games and just having other fun things that you can do. So this is another way you can take care of yourself and not be so bored. But it's such a wonderful time to go within and get quiet and be still, instead of this frenetic energy that so many of us run on, where we, don't take staycations and really take care of our being enough. So this is forcing us to do that, which is really a good thing in so many ways. And it's something I'm going to continue to just trust that, my money flow is going to be there. I'm going to be taken care of. Whereas before I might be, feeling stressed, like I have to have so many clients and all this and that. And now it's like I'm more in flow with what Spirit is calling me to do. What is my divine purpose? So it's a calling on a deeper level. And so I'm going to invite you to become more mindful and to take steps to protect your body and your physical space. Because it's super important, especially right now with more life and death decisions that are all around us, that we need to plug into how to best take care of ourselves. That means having a mindset of staying positive and hopeful, and for our future, that we have a happy future out there, that we can step into manifesting a future where we flourish and thrive. I know I've kind of taken my freedom for granted, and that I'd always have food and all, and it's just, I still have all those creature comforts, but I need to work for it more, and it just gives me a new appreciation for what people going through that are waiting, for hours and hours for testing and for this COVID-19 and for food, and seeing shelves at the store without, that haven't been replenished, and just having faith that all my needs will be taken care of, and they will be for you as well. It's just really believing that and trusting that is happening for you. So these changes have been very challenging, and yet so many of us global citizens are willing to keep giving and giving and giving in every way possible. It blows my mind that these distilleries are making hand sanitizer, and that people have turned their machinery into making PPEs for people, for those healthcare workers that have just, their lives are on the line all the time, and I just so appreciate them. And really pray for them to continue their self-care as much as possible because they are a vulnerable population. So let's see, where are we? We may feel like we're losing our way or even losing our life or our livelihood or a dear person in our life. So let's take this opportunity to pray for those brave healthcare professionals and other souls who are risking their lives. So just take a deep breath and just feel the love in your heart for all that they have been doing for us and for the planet. And let's just send them a lot of love, just on an everyday basis. Just anytime you're hearing the news or you're just tuning into someone or something that's bringing this energy forth, just remember to do that. And not just during COVID-19 time, but just, I know anytime I hear someone's ill, I just stop and say a little prayer for them. And it's really helps me take care of me and know that I'm doing my part, being on purpose. So whatever the outcome of this pandemic, remember, we are spiritual beings having a human experience. And we have that innate spark of divinity, which is a deep, deep inner knowing that we are learning the lessons that our soul came here to embrace, that our souls are living on, whether in this current body or not. And we might call this blind faith or trust, but the point is that there is divine order in our universe. There is divine order in our universe, and we must face the fear of the unknown with the courage to use this precious time to do our healing and discover our new lives and our bodies, taking care of our bodies in such a way, and from choice rather than from obligation, doing it for someone else. This is really a higher calling. So through God's will, I know in my heart of hearts that there is divine order in our universe. And there are billions of very good reasons that this is happening, not just to us, but for us and through us. I really want you to get that. This is not just happening to us, it's happening for us, for our benefit on some level that we may not even know yet. And it's coming through us so we can be better people, we can be more loving, caring people, and create the heaven on earth that we came here to have and to really share as one global family. Because we are all in this together, and miracles are happening every day. We have the opportunity to truly live our divine purpose and believe we deserve it. Thank you so much for this opportunity, Ariel, and all you lovely co-authors in this project. Thank you.
Really beautiful, very inspiring words. Thank you so much, Raina. Now, Raina, if our listeners would love to lean in and get some more of your juicy energy, can you give them a little bit of contact information for you?
Yes, of course. My website is www.innersuccess.com, INNERSUCCESS.com. And you can email me at Raina, RAYNA, at innersuccess.com. And I'd love to share my talents with you, help you heal, and get to those core issues that are really blocking you from being your absolute divine self.
Yes, because now is the time. This is it. This is not a dress rehearsal. This is the moment that you, light worker, have been incarnated in this lifetime to participate in. And it's super exciting. Okay, next up, we have none other than the fabulous Kelsey Bassanini. I am so excited to hear what she has to say about self-care under quarantine.
Are you a healing practitioner, teacher, trainer, or coach with a huge message of self-empowerment, healing, or transformation that you want to share out to the world? Then we invite you to join our amazing self-care book project. Visit somasoundtherapy.com. It's time to show up, speak up, and stand out. We are looking for co-authors to join our book opportunity entitled Empowered Self-Care, Healing Body, Mind, and Soul for a Better World. For all the info, just visit us at somasoundtherapy.com. Are you ready to be heard?
Hello, everyone. My name is Kelsey Bassanini, and I'm a holistic nutritionist. I design personalized nutrition programs that help dynamic women heal from chronic illnesses so that they can lead impactful lives. And a happy Earth Day coming from quarantine. Self-care in quarantine looks different than normal self-care, and there's actually good stress and bad stress, and I'm going to bring you a little bit of good stress today, okay? So hang on to your seats. All right, so I want to share with you two paradigms, this and this, okay? So as a natural health practitioner, this smells amazing, but as a natural health practitioner, I want to tell you that our body's ability to heal far surpasses medical science. Food has energy, and when we take the energy of food and we nourish our bodies with it, we can blossom. Now, this is in the absence of environmental stressors like food sensitivities, chemicals, heavy metals, and pathogens. So food has energy. And then as an emergency medical responder, I want to tell you about this. So whereas food represents our innate immune system, medicine represents our adaptive immune system. So the thinking behind getting vaccinated is that it improves our herd immunity. That means that the more of us who get vaccinated will slow down the transmission of infection. Now, because of this novel virus that we're experiencing, which has harmed people and it's shut down businesses, there's a lot of pressure by the government to develop a vaccine to treat us. So you hear that, oh, we're not going to open up business as usual until we get a vaccine that can protect us. Well, I wanted to really think about that a little bit because the FDA is doing what's called an accelerated treatment program, which means that, so regardless of your views on vaccination, I'm just talking about this moment in time with this drug development, okay? So what's going on is because of accelerated treatment program, the FDA is allowing companies to not test the vaccination on animals, okay? And I understand that there are people who are not pro testing on animals. I get that. But what they're doing is they're testing this vaccination to apply it to a population that covers children as well as vibrant adults to immunocompromised elderly people. One vaccine, okay? Now, when we look at that, food has an ability to be antiviral. We have herbs that are antiviral. So I'm sharing this stressful message with you because it's time for us to think about our self-care and what's in our self-care's best interest, right? Are we going to take a long-term view that's sustainable to the earth as we are creatures of the earth? Or are we going to look for a quick fix that's going to cause more problems because we haven't really spent time to look at all the ramifications of that? So this moment is a moment where you have to look and say, how much am I going to rely on government? How much am I going to rely on external organizations and systems to protect my health? Or how much am I going to take responsibility for my own health? Now, I'm going to tell you that during this time, while I have been observant of public health protocols, I have not felt threatened in my health. I experienced sovereignty in my health and in my body because of my decision to imbibe the natural energy of food. So some of the ways that we've been really blessed during this time of being in quarantine is that farmers markets have been open. Farmers markets are considered essential services. So it's been wonderful to be able to go and support farmers and get amazing organic foods that sustain us during this time. And to tell you the truth, I've been cooking more during this time. And I know there are some people who are like, oh my God, my kids are at home, my spouse is at home. I've been doing way too much cooking, Kelsey. So, but this has really brought me back to simplifying my life by not making fancy meals, but just really enjoying the freshness of the vegetables and fruits as they are. So I just wanted to share that message with you, and I hope that it is uncomfortable enough for you to look at conversations that you can have with your family and loved ones about how you can take a long-term approach to improve your health. I find it very interesting when I'm out to see people, young people as well, wearing masks, but when you look at the things that they're doing, the habits that they're engaging in, being in the grocery store and buying foods that do not sustain your health. So we can put on the armor of mass, but until we take care of what's inside of us, that armor is a sham because we are still vulnerable in many ways. So thank you so much for listening. I'm Kelsey Bassanini. I'm a holistic nutritionist, and you can reach me at mytruenutrition.com or email me kelsey@mytruenutrition.com, and I'd be happy to talk with you further on this. Thank you.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Kelsey. It's so wonderful. So if our listeners would love to reach out to Kelsey, I really appreciate Kelsey's work and her being an advocate to food as medicine. Super important. And thank you so much for your work and for being a leader to everyone, a leader and a teacher, Kelsey. We appreciate that. Next up on our hit parade, all the way from Australia, we have the fabulous Linda Ben. Linda, thank you so much for taking the time to be with us today. I know the time difference is a little bit difficult to manage, but you are such a great sport for being here. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ariel. It's good to be here with you lovely ladies, and I reiterate everything that you've been talking about. And it's, with this whole COVID pandemic, it's a great time to just pause in life and to just rest and renew and restore and rejuvenate and go within. Like, it's a lot of people haven't had the chance to actually just take time out because they've been doing the busy. And so this is a great opportunity to really tune in to yourself and to feel what's important in your life. And you know, what we're all realizing is that all those things that we thought that were important, they really aren't. And so people are living more simply, and it's a beautiful thing. But it's also an exciting time because it's a huge awakening on the planet. This is a time to really, shift consciousness, expand awareness, and we're not going to be the same beings when after this we're going to be much stronger. The world's going to be a different place, and it's just wonderful that it's Earth Day. Well, it was Earth Day yesterday for us, but today is also the new moon. So new moon is all about new beginnings. And so this is a perfect opportunity to write out exactly what do you want to create and attract and bring into your life for this new moon. So the new moon will be in about 2 to 3 hours here. So the same, whatever time it is for you. And yeah, like one of you said, Raina, we are creating heaven on earth. So we are powerful beings. We actually radiate so much energy and light that we can transform the planet. We can change the whole energetic vibration, not only on ourselves, but for the whole of humanity, for the earth, for the planet, and all the galaxies, all just with feeling our intention. So, and I will take you through a little heart opening exercise after this, though let's focus on just raising our energy vibration, and that comes with the grounding, connecting to Mother Earth, also, like you said, connecting to the cosmos, and really feeling gratitude and love within, and just raising our vibration. And in that raises and strengthens our immune system, because what lowers our immune system is fear. And so the fear and the panic is actually more damaging than the actual virus. So all this panic, just keep sending out love, and be the light. Be the example and be the light for others to follow, and just be in a place of gratitude, because again, just being in a place of gratitude keeps raising your energy vibration, and being compassionate and loving towards yourself. So the healing tips is really to just keep tuning and asking your body what it actually needs. Sue mentioned about the water. Well, you can take a glass of water and just send your love and energy and kindness into that water, which Dr. Emoto talked about many years ago, and you can charge that water and turn it into this miracle liquid. So whatever your body needs, you can just put your energy into that and change the molecular structure of anything that you're eating or drinking. So bless your food. Bless the water, bless your cup of tea or whatever you're drinking, and the power of our mind, we can actually change the molecules and the chemistry in that water. So I wanted to add on that from what Sue said, which was great. And also, you are more powerful than everything going on. So really reclaim your power. This is a time to really step into your power. This is what we've been working for. This is why we chose to be healers on this planet. This is what we've been training for. So we've been preparing for this time for all our life. So now just step into your power and believe in yourself. It's like, woohoo, it's like we are on stage ready to go. And I know that, yes, a lot of people have passed, though, and this may push buttons, but I'm just going to throw it out there, is nature gets rid of the sick. And so when you think of nature, Mother Nature, if there's animals that aren't well, well, nature takes care of it. If there's plants that are not well. So this is a real clearing of the population on the planet, but it's also about teaching people to take care of themselves and believe that you are in charge of your own healing and you are responsible for your health and well-being, and not blame it on other things. So, and also don't get caught up in the drama. Some people love reality TV shows. Well, now they're actually living it. So again, all that drama just feeds the fear and it lowers your vibration. So your thoughts have energy, your words, what you think, it all emanates out there. So be the light, focus on just keep emanating the light. Don't buy into the drama. And if you can change something, great. If it's out of your control, just, let it go. And also be mindful of what you actually give attention to, or listen to. And and I advise you stay away from the media and the news, because it's all fear-based. And to stay present. Just keep listening to your heart, stay present. You have all the answers within you, and keep your conversations positive. So I want to take you through a little quick exercise, and it's so close your eyes, both feet on the ground, and just take a deep breath in, connecting your feet to Mother Earth. And just send a big grounding cord down from the base of your spine. Send roots down from the soles of your feet. And just sending that all the way through, connecting to the earth. You can wrap it around the core of the earth. You can do a figure of 8 around the planet. And I'm doing this very quickly. So, and now open up the top of your head and connect to the source, the pure source energy, the God source energy from the universe, and bring that down, that pure white light down through the crown of your head, down through your body, filling every cell in your body with love and light, feeling every cell rejuvenated, regenerated, just buzzing with love and joy and health and vitality and a strong immune system. And just bring your attention to your heart, and you can put your hands on your heart and just breathe into your heart, just focusing on your heart and just breathing into your heart. And I want you to just keep expanding your heart and fill it with love and light. And keep breathing in, expanding your heart, and expanding the love and light out through your body. Keep breathing and keep expanding that love and light, so it's actually now moving out through your auric field, all through the layers of your auric field. The whole energy field, you're just glowing with love and light, and just keep expanding so you fill up your room where you are right now. Fill up your whole house, the suburb you live in. Keep expanding that to fill up the city that you live in. So you're sending this love and light out so everybody feels this beautiful vibration of love and light, and keep expanding to the whole country and keep expanding across the oceans to then cover the whole world, the whole globe. You see the whole planet just glowing with love and light, and keep going out to the other planets, to the other galaxies, to all the multi-dimensions in the galaxies, spreading this beautiful love and light out into the cosmos. Feeling so grateful and thankful for being alive, for being here, witness this change on earth of consciousness, awareness, and the planet and humanity waking up, and just know all is well, all is in divine, loving kindness for each and every one of us. And just give thanks and gratitude to all our protectors in spirit who are guiding us on this journey. Thank you. Deep breath.
Beautiful. Very expansive. Thank you so much, Linda, for leading us through that exercise. Can we get some contact information in case our audience would like to get some more of your juicy energy?
Yes, my actual new website is being launched today. Yay! It's been 3 months. It's lindabenn.com. That's lindabenn.com. My email is linda@lindabenn.com. And Ben is my last name. It's also an acronym for my Ben stands for balance, energy, nurture, and nourish, which gives you a new life.
Fantastic. Okay, everybody, we have just a few more minutes left. If anybody wants to add anything, get your voice in the room before we call it quits here. Anybody have any comments? Burning desires? Nobody. Going once, going twice. All right. Oh, Raina says, yes, she would love to. Go ahead, Raina.
I want to share how the flow of our time together was so perfect, with Linda ending with integrating a lot of what we all brought to the table to share, and it just felt so wonderful and nourishing. So thank you all for your contributions and the flow of our day. It just was wonderful.
Yes, it's really wonderful to spend this time together and to have 5 powerful light workers and energy workers hooked together in our intention, our energy, and in this transmission today. Any of our listeners, whether they are listening live now or in the future, I'm sure can feel the palpable energy of these 5 strong light beings, plus all of our guides. Are you kidding me? We are on fire. So let's actually just take a moment now and take a deep breath and send that energy to our listeners. We want to thank you so much for leaning in. We're here to support you. Together, we are making this shift in consciousness, and we are supporting the planet in her shift at this time. Absolutely beautiful. Thank you, ladies. I want to thank you all for being here, each and every one of you. And until next time, everyone, happy healing.
Thanks, everyone.
Thanks for joining us for the Healing Body, Mind, and Soul podcast with your host, Ariel Asher. Today's program has been brought to you by Soma Sound Therapy and the Healing Body, Mind, and Soul Network.